In today's video, I want to talk to you about another great platform for transitioning into video known as Runway. Now, Runway has been around for a little while and it's been picking up a good traction within the community of creators who are looking to convert their images into video. Most recently, they released their Gen 2 version of text to video, and it's what I want to show you today. After clicking on Gen 2, you get brought to this screen, and what you'll see here is there's a number of fields to be aware of. One of them is you can just simply upload an image from your computer, or a selection of assets from your computer that you can upload. The other section is if you want to add an image, and then in addition to that, add a prompt in to be more specific on how you want Runway to interpret that image. The next section here is a tab which offers a number of options. The one here with the numbers is a seed, and what that does is if you're creating an image and you want to lock in the parameters that you had previously, you could lock this down and check mark it off, and then it'll continue as you're continuing to generate subsequent images to video. What interpolate means is that it'll add frames to your converted image to video, and it'll help smooth out the frames as you're seeing the motion go along. Upscaling and remove watermark, those two are self-explanatory, but they're actually part of the upgrade option. But you don't need to pay. You can completely use Runway for free, and I'm going to continue to show you an example of how good it can be just on the free tier. The next button here talks about general motion, and what this means is you have a slider here which can go up and down, and by moving the slider to the left or the right dictates how quickly that motion will happen in your video. Camera motion offers a lot of options. What you can do is you can either go horizontal left to right, you can go vertical up and down, you can pan the camera, you can tilt the camera, you can zoom in and out, or you can actually roll the camera, and all of these things are options that you can add to the final product. But really, Runway's standout feature is the motion brush, and what the motion brush does is when you upload a photo, you take a paintbrush using your mouse cursor and you paint in the section that you want moved, which is what I'm going to show you right now. Here's an image that I created using Leonardo AI, and I uploaded it here for this purpose. And so once you upload the image, I've done this without actually changing any of the parameters, but you can see here it creates a 4-second clip. You have the ability to help improve Runway by putting in a specific ranking. But if I press play here, you're going to see the motion continue. So you can see the woman is moving, her hair is moving, and I specifically selected this image for a reason because it looks as though she's sitting on a train car, and this image in the background here was not moving at all, but after inputting it into Runway, it begins to move. So here I want to show you the magic brush feature. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to now paint in the windows. And I'm also going to paint over her hair. So when you're working with paintbrush, you do have the same camera options again. So horizontal is self-explanatory, it's going left to right. Vertical is up and down. Proximity means how close or how far away is the camera to the subject. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly change this, and I'm actually going to put the camera maybe a little bit closer to her. And then I want to pan to the right, and I'll just leave vertical as is, and I'll hit save, and then I'll hit generate again. So while Runway is generating, you can still continue to work on other images, and you can see that this one is loading here in the background, and I'll skip to when it's completed. So a little bit different than the first example that auto-generated on its own. This would require a little bit of tweaking in order to get it the way that I want it. But you can see here, just based on the hair flowing and some of the images here, that it's a little bit distorted, but with some tweaking, you can get it to being the final product. Now, if you wanted to extend the clip by 4 seconds, you could do that as well. And then if you wanted to download the clip, you could do that. If you wanted to expand it, and if you wanted to reveal the prompt so you could use it in another image or use it on something else that you create, you can certainly do that. But really, just the default changes that Runway makes on its own, really without even tweaking, is perfect, and it looks great and it flows nicely, and you can see how everything is moving in the background. Getting back to the home screen, there's also a background remover. You can use text to images where you can take an existing image and you can type in something and morph it and change it into whatever it is that you can create. And traditionally, like a DALL-E or Microsoft Image Creator, you can also just generate images simply by using a prompt. Or you can train your own and create a custom project using any kind of portrait, animal, any kind of style and animation style of your choosing. What I also like about Runway is they include examples of Gen 2 in action, and they have a lot of different styles here that you can take on your own and you can completely remix them and change the motion. On the left-hand side, you'll notice I clicked on something called Runway TV, and what Runway TV is, it's a live feed of videos that different creators have put together in different scenes, and the one that you're seeing in front of us, it's quite stunning what creators can create and put together. And then if you wanted to edit existing videos, there's a section here on the left where you can go in and it will teach you different styles. So this one that they refer to as in painting is really just, it's almost like Google's magic erase, where you can erase objects from your image. On this one, you can change color grading. They have other ones where you can do super slow-mo, you can blur faces, you can adjust depth of field. You can do motion tracking to follow a subject in a video, and scene detection or extract depth from an image. The Generate Video tab is actually something that's really good too. You have the ability to clean up any audio of a movie, remove any silence, generate a transcript from any video, and also create subtitles for any video that you upload. Now, not all of these features are completely free. For the most part, you can get a good amount of creativity going using Runway and a lot of these different tools that they have to offer. Under Edit Images, you can take existing images and expand them, expand the frame. You can do frame interpolation, which again is adding in frames to make the image a lot smoother. You can erase and replace items. And you can even change the background and do variations of similar images. So now I want to talk about pricing. So getting started with Runway is completely free. You do get the ability to generate at least one video for up to 4 seconds, or for Gen 2, you can extend it up to 16 seconds. You do get 3 video projects for 125 credits, and you can get some pretty good scenes created just by using the free version. But if you're somebody who's an active creator and you're looking to really scale up a lot of your video content, whether that's through your social media channels or through maybe through some type of video format that you use for your business, for your company, the options to scale up and to utilize are actually quite cheap. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.